Hey guys, how's it going? Owen back here with the Overwatch show for the Galago boys. I'm joined by Sam,
Hello.
yeah, and what a weekend we have just had of Overwatch. Wouldn't you
Oh
agree?
my god. I I knew I missed it, but
Yes,
damn, this made me realise how much I missed it because that was absolutely incredible.
it was very good fun to watch. I thoroughly enjoyed all of what I managed to catch. I caught some um, live games, others I had to get a broadcast or the rebroadcast.
Yeah,
But
I,
oh, it was good.
I stayed up for a few. I obviously caught the ones that were a good time for European fans.
Yeah, the Saturday and the Sunday games I got most of.
Yeah, and then there was occasion of like the ones that started at 1, and I think I stayed up for the. Oh, which one was it? The Philly Atlanta game. Oh my god.
I think that was
That
one
was
that I didn't catch at all.
that was some of the possibly the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I might have to go back and give that one a
It
watch.
was so good. It was so close for the entire time that I really did not know who was going to win it until the last 5 seconds of the entire game. It
So,
was
well,
absolutely mad.
most of the games had like they weren't completely one sided. There was only maybe two or three that were complete 4-0s.
Yeah, I'm
So
looking at there
there
is only
was
3 4 zeros.
yeah, they were all there was at least some contention between both
Yeah,
sides. So that's always good to see.
yeah, it
Um,
is. It does seem a lot closer
yeah,
than last season did. I'll definitely give it that.
yeah. But our London didn't do very well, did they?
Oh, they're a mess. They can't.
Two
They can't play
yeah.
goats. They can't play
Yeah,
goats.
they can't play goats and they apparently can't play against it either,
No.
which sucks because
Well,
you I would have thought they would have something in their back pocket if they couldn't at least do it
yeah.
themselves or to the same level. Maybe they just weren't expecting it to the level that they were against.
No.
I don't know. They might have
Like
thought it would be easy.
it was. I did notice when I was watching the when they brought on Sombra, when they brought on guard for Bird Ring and played the Sombra, it worked better. But they only did it for one, maybe two maps, which
Yeah, but
confused the
then
hell out of me.
Somber sort of was really good over the last few days. So I don't think I saw a completely ineffective Sombra.
No,
Like
like that.
there wasn't the classic. Oh my god, you're playing Sombra. What are you doing that you see in, or I was gonna say you see in normal competitive queues, but obviously Overwatch League is a completely different kettle of
Yeah,
fish.
but
But
I've never watched some Sombra play that has been more influential than it is against goats.
mm,
Because to be able to take down that shield, to be able to take out a defense matrix, it makes a huge difference in this kind of meta. It's
yeah,
insane.
we saw it with Seoul in their last game, I think or in the last, I think it was the last game of the uh weekend
Yeah,
on what's the map? Busan was it? Um, I think it was a dude called Mitchell or Michelle. I don't know how he's meant to pronounce it.
yeah,
Had the Sombra for Seoul, and my God, it was beautiful. Fisher was on the Reinhardt, and they they made it look filthy. It was incredible.
yeah. Still didn't manage to, win,
They didn't.
but
They didn't win the series, but
but
it was a
it's
strong showing.
yeah. It does make me wonder why we haven't seen more of it. To be
I
honest.
don't know. I feel like the more this season goes on, the more we will see it.
Yeah,
Like it is just so effective.
yeah,
Especially, I feel like it's getting paired up with Widowmaker. Well, like, you see, there's so many good Widowmaker players in the
yeah.
Overwatch League that
Oh,
they just need those shields down to do anything.
yeah.
And but when you see the shield down, or even if it's just a comp that's not goats, you see how much the Widowmaker pays off.
Yeah.
There was
Oh,
on all the maps really. There was you saw it some on Kings Row, you saw it on Busan.
hmm
Uh,
We,
I was a
we
big fan.
did get we did get the occasional bit of Widow, but the bit that upset me the most, I think it was the shock they might have been against the Valiant. The shock came out. It was Anubis they were attacking. You see them running in Farah and stuff like that. You see them fire some rockets onto the ledge. Then they see Valiant are playing goats, so they go back to spawn and change to goats.
Yeah,
And it was the most
sad,
depressing thing.
sad. It's a sad, but it's a sad fact, but it's a fact that if you come against goats, more than likely you need to run goats yourself.
Yeah, I just sort of wish they kind of had a little pact between themselves of just don't play goats. No one wants to see
Yeah,
them.
but that's the. It needs. There'll have to be some balance changes. I don't think. I don't know what they do, but I don't think nerfing goats is the right thing. I feel they need to provide a better alternative rather than nerf one strat. Like I think it. I personally don't mind watching a goats team play, but what I'm sick of is every team playing goats all the time.
That's what I'm sick of. I kind of like goats. I like playing tanks. I kind of like playing goats. I like playing it. I like watching it. It's sort of interesting to me to see a sudden tanks are important, tanks will smash. But to see
it shouldn't be the go-to on every single map, every single game type.
It shouldn't be the go-to and
on attack and on defense.
Yeah, it shouldn't feel like the only option.
Yeah. Because and I was hoping, like I think we mentioned in the previous video, like I was expecting goats, but I was hoping it wasn't going to be goats.
Yeah.
And we have seen some straying away from it, very very faintly.
Yeah.
But people are still coming back to it. I just hope something happens with it. Like I don't mind goats. It should be it should be a composition that should be played on some maps and some. Yeah. I've got nothing against that, but it shouldn't be all of them. There needs something. Something to change it, where everyone would do something else.
Yeah, I'm just really worried that no change is going to happen before the end of the first stage.
Yeah.
And
any balance changes and stuff won't come in straight away as well. The
PTR and.
Well, it's not even PTR. They always the tournament patch is always like a few weeks behind the live game.
I feel like in this case they might speed that up a little bit.
Maybe
because I think people are already said beforehand they don't want to watch goats anymore. Like just from the World Cup they had enough.
Well,
but then now
another good thing about goats though is you're seeing some really big diva bombs. There were many good diva bombs. There was a lot of absolutely piss poor Zarya ults, but the diva bombs have been huge.
Yeah.
Especially what is it? Poco back on his his diva bombs. Oh, some triple kills on what's it called? King's Row. That was nice.
It is nice to see a good old D1, but what surprised me most was, go back to the first game again. Carpe is he just bad at anything? Because he was on Zarya and he was insane.
Yeah,
it's like
I think
you see all the DPS players just go to Zarya and you think, yeah, do you know what? You could be that could be your main role, and I wouldn't know the difference.
Because like they obviously have been practicing it a lot, haven't they? Because they know they're going to be running goats, so they know they need to be brushed up on their Zarya plays.
Mm-hmm.
You saw a lot of Dante, I think, was playing it as well. He's a DPS player. Well, I think he's like a tank and a DPS.
Yeah, but Fran was playing it a lot as well.
Yeah, it's incredible how quick that the Zarya players build their ults as well. I think there was a statistic that popped up saying there was like 31 Zarya ults so far in the tournament or the game. I can't remember. It was only like a few games in, and it was like already 31 Zarya ults had been used. But they averaged only like 1.7 kills each.
There's always
not very effective.
Support ults to negate it though, isn't it? Normally.
Yeah.
But what did surprise me most with Zarya plays, they're always at 100% charge.
Yep.
And I would have thought at the top level they wouldn't be hitting the bubbles that much.
Well, no, because that's the thing. At the high level, yes, they don't shoot the bubbles, but what they do is they'll only put the bubble out when the person's already taken the damage. So, or if they run into take damage intentionally. Mm-hmm. So when the Diva's using her rockets, for example, or the Reinhardt fire strike's already gone out, like you'll just get your target to stand in it. So they always think about that, and because they go with that mentality rather than they go with a proactive way of charging their damage rather than a reactive. So just that difference makes it so that you can pretty much always be max charge. It's just really
nuts.
clever play.
It's absolutely nuts.
Yeah. Right.
But what did you think of the expansion teams this weekend?
I was very, very impressed.
I was.
We're not going to be this. I didn't know what to expect from some of them, and now I'm very much looking forward to seeing more of them, especially the finger guns, the spark. My word, they put on a display. I mean, it wasn't. The first game was against Shanghai, and I was upset that Shanghai didn't win.
Yeah.
I wanted Shanghai to come out, what's the word? Come out.
W.
Yeah, to come out and get a win, and they didn't. Again, they were against 2 expansion teams. It was their best time to probably show that they're like, look, we are here, we're back, we've got a new roster, and we mean business.
But no,
I don't think they particularly played bad.
Well, against Vancouver, they got
maybe
ruined.
Against Vancouver, but
ruined.
I mean, I don't think they were straight up. They're not bad players. Is what I'm trying to say, but I just think they're not.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're missing something, and I'm hoping that they find it next week.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to watch them go 0-26 or whatever it is.
No, but I did notice the expansions. They definitely surprised me. I mean, it helps that I didn't really know anything about them, but I definitely held the existing teams in a higher degree than the expansion ones.
Yeah, I think that was just the mentality of us going into it. It was like, oh, we've seen these, we haven't seen these.
Yeah.
I
I
think it's probably a bit of unfair prejudice that it was like, oh,
Yeah,
these guys are new. It's
definitely.
not like it's a chat. We probably had the mentality of it being like a championship team getting promoted to the Premiership, and they're just not going to be as well. But
I think that's exactly the mentality I had.
Yeah, but it just was not the case at all. These contenders players are up there with the best.
Yeah.
And they've all pretty much proved it this week. With it was only Washington and Charge that didn't win at least one game. But they did also both play only one game.
Yeah. Against some fair. Well, Charge were close. They took it to the 5th game against the Hunters.
Yeah.
So
that
was close. It's not.
That was
really
one of the.
There was
about 4 or 5 games that went to 5th game, didn't it?
Yeah.
I always like tiebreakers. So it just adds so much more excitement if it's a tiebreaker.
6 games in total went to a 5th game. 6.
It was 6, was it?
Yeah.
I knew there was a lot. Nowhere near that many went through. Well, there wasn't a huge amount in the entirety of last season, was there?
No.
So I think this is probably
fairly rare.
Already a quarter of what happened.
Yeah,
I guess that makes. That's me.
I don't think it's a good sign.
I'd like it.
I like it. I like it in the way that it's close. I hate it in the fact that it delays games by another half an hour.
Yeah.
And it's already late enough as it is.
Yeah, there is that, but you gotta trade something off for the extra excitement.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah. What about Darfran, the most hyped up guy to enter the Overwatch League? Did he perform?
He did.
He did.
He did. So, the first game, they played against Florida Mayhem. I can't really see Florida doing. I didn't see Florida doing well.
Mayhem were pretty poor.
Yeah, I predicted Atlanta to win it as well. Unlike you.
I was very upset with how they weren't. I was about to say they weren't bad, but they were pretty shockingly awful.
Yeah. I think it's going to be
what I at least expected after seeing them last season. It was just bad.
Like the 4-0 there, I sort of expected. I didn't expect a 4-0, but I expected a convincing win. But then the game against Philly, oh man,
Yeah.
that
Philly-
was something else.
Philly were really good.
They were,
Like-
but Atlanta had them at some points. Like, I honestly thought Atlanta had won the game at some points.
Well, yeah, there was a lot where there was a lot of teams that didn't win that I was expecting to have won, like the Toronto-Houston game. Like, I had Houston winning that hands down, and even I think it was I don't remember the exact results, but I was like, oh yeah, they've won this map and they've won the game, and then they lost it, and then they lost the next one. I was like, what the?
That was another
what just happened here?
5th game tiebreak.
Yeah,
So
it was ridiculous.
yeah, I'm really excited by Atlanta. They've become my second team.
I think they are most people's second or first team, to be honest. Just purely because of Dufran.
Yeah, I think like I wanted Dufran, like I said last time, I wanted Dufran to do well, defy expectations, but just the way the entire team played, it's won me over. It's got me. It's so impressive that they've just dragged me in.
That's good. Yeah.
Who was your favourite guy? The guy you were excited to see last week?
Fitz.
Did he end up playing?
I don't think he did. I don't think he ever made an appearance. I'll double check on the two. Was it 2 or 1 Soul game?
There were 2 Soul games.
Yeah, there are 2. I'll double check. I don't think they did.
That's a bit.
Put him in.
That's a bit crap. But
So, yeah, not in the Dallas.
no.
Check quick. So yeah, this was the one I didn't watch. Really a hot time. Lost it. One. It was against Gladiator. Not first game. Second. Third game. No, so he didn't play. I didn't think he did. But
No, would have been nice.
it would have. But I wasn't expecting him to be. You know, they've got to keep their secret weapon in somewhere. They can't just show that on day one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. Should we go through our predictions from last week? Compare how well we did.
Oh, go on then.
So,
I mean, I did shocking. I got like 6 right.
So, first game of London Philly. We
Yeah,
both had London.
we both. But that was our hearts thinking more than our heads.
I don't know. I had my head in there as well. My head was very, very wrong.
Yeah.
That was bad for the both of us.
Yeah.
New York against Boston.
Yeah.
We
We both got that one right.
both had New York there.
Yeah.
I mean, for a second I was confused why I said 2-1, but one map was a tie, so
Yeah, it was.
closer than
It was.
closer than I thought it would be. But
Was it the second map tie?
I think so, yeah. Then Seoul against the Gladiators.
Yeah.
I had the correct pick with the Souls against the Gladiators. That's
I feel like the Gladiators could have won that. I don't know why they didn't.
yeah, they probably could have done. Although I felt like Seoul sort of had like a point to prove.
Yeah, I think we mentioned that, didn't we? Like,
Yeah.
oh no,
Well-
did we? No, we were on about XL.
Well,
That last week we mentioned that XL will come out swinging,
Yeah.
and they did. They
They
came
did.
out swinging.
they did. Well, I thought at least the Shanghai Dragons would come out swinging.
You, me, both.
So we sort of both did. Oh,
Yeah.
how wrong we were. And then Houston lost to Toronto
Yeah,
in that 5th tiebreak game.
so I had some friends over and I was watching it with them. Or I asked for it to be put on the tally while we waited for food. And I was watching it. I was just, oh yeah, Houston going to win this. Look at there, Houston just a better team. And then my own words came back and bit me on the arse. I shouldn't have bigged them up too much, and they're all my mates were joking. So, so if I put like £2 on this, I'll win. I was just like, yeah, of course you would. And thankfully he didn't.
Did they?
Thankfully he didn't actually put any money on. But my God, anyway, yeah.
Yep. Then Atlanta's debut against Florida. We said before, Atlanta with a 4-0 sweep.
Yep.
Of Mayhem, which you had Mayhem winning. Surprised me.
I did. I thought Mayhem were going to be a pretty good team, but they and you got to remember that I was at the mentality that Atlanta might be finding their feet. It's their first game.
Yeah.
But no, they got absolutely dominated.
Came out immediately with Tor. Always good. Then Shock against Dallas. Both went for Shock.
Yeah, both went for Shock.
4-0 sweep.
Yep. Shock are a good team.
They are a good team. I'd expect them to do fairly well. Yeah. Ish. Then Hunters against Charge.
So this one, the results say it was really close. I didn't actually get to watch this game, but we both went for Hunters purely because we thought the Charge's coordination won't be as good.
That's very true. We thought we'd have coordination issues.
Yeah, but it went to the 5th game.
Yeah,
so
I suppose we must be wrong in a way.
Yeah, we must have been wrong for them to have drawn it out that long. And it probably could have gone either way. I'll have to go back and watch it at some point. But it could, yeah. And pretty much, I think we went for Hunters because we were just like, oh yeah, they're all from the same country.
Yeah.
Is it Hunters that? Oh no, I think it's the Titans that are all from basically the same team.
But, yeah. But Hunters are they all Chinese? I think.
Maybe, I'm not too sure. I'll have to find that out.
They all speak the same language. I'm pretty sure. So I think that was the winning decision for us.
Yeah, that was we predicted that purely based on that.
Yep. Then London against Paris.
Yeah, I think our hearts are in that more than our head.
No, not mine again. That was my head speaking. And oh dear. That just showed how bad a time London's having right now. Washington, New York.
Yeah, that was a difficult game. Difficult game for Washington to have their first game.
That's a rough debut.
Going against New York XL isn't easy on the best of days, let alone your first game in the Overwatch League. Yeah. But I don't know. Just XL, move on.
Yeah. Shock Valiant.
Spark Valiant, you mean?
Spark Valiant, even, yeah.
Yeah, obviously Finger Guns.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm a big fan.
Then you went for Finger Guns, I went for Valiant. And it was 5th game tie.
It was another tiebreaker.
So it could have gone either way. I don't know. I didn't watch it, so I couldn't see how the final game went. Yeah. But to get
it could have gone either way, but it didn't. And who got it right?
You got it right. Then Vancouver against the Dragons.
Yeah,
we both went Vancouver.
We did,
and rightfully so, because good God, what I watched of that game was rough. One of the maps I saw, Numbani. Was it Numbani? Or was it Anubis? Either way, one of the two. Like Shanghai, they managed to push through, and they looked fairly strong. They took the final point with 15 seconds left. Guess how much time Vancouver had at the end of their push?
What, 6 minutes?
6 minutes 45.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, I thought Shanghai were doing well. Then Vancouver came through.
And that's a payload as well.
It's rough viewing.
Yeah, so you've got a long way to take that to do it in 6 minutes.
Yeah,
that's basically an instant cap and not having the payload stop.
Yeah, it's absolutely mad. Then Houston against Boston. We were wrong.
Yep.
We thought Houston would win. And Boston with... God, what's the British guy's name? Fusion. This seemed to be doing very well.
Yep, I'm doing all right.
Yeah, it was quite a nice little surprise, if anything.
I'm more upset that Houston haven't done as well as I thought they would, but they did take both their games to tiebreakers.
Yeah. So
I don't think it's okay. I don't think it was them taking the games to tiebreakers. It was their opponents taking them to tiebreakers and winning it.
yeah, I'd agree.
Which,
I feel
yeah.
like potentially not signing anyone could have.
I don't think no. I mm, I
You
think
don't
it's
think
too.
like
I
a
think it's
little?
too early to. It's too early to blame it on that. Too early.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna call that not signing one maybe bring some issues in, but
All right.
that's my prediction. Then
Fair.
Philly Atlanta, I've already expressed my love for that game.
Yep.
With Philly coming out with a 3-2 win. But you thought Atlanta would win.
I did. I put Atlanta down. I thought Philly were going to lose the first game and get whitewashed this game. That was my prediction.
Damn.
But it was not. They won the first one and it carried them to victory in this one.
Yeah, I'd agree. Then Shock Gladiators, another tiebreaker needed for this one.
But these last 4 games, three of the 4 games, the last ones were all tiebreakers.
Yeah, it's so close. It is so close.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
excuse me. I thought Shock were going to win because I think Shock are a really strong team.
Yeah.
I thought they were stronger than Glad.
Yeah.
Apparently not.
Well, they managed to Shock managed to defeat Dallas convincingly, and the Gladiators did lose their first game. So I was sort of surprised that it ended up this way, to be honest.
Hmm.
Although seeing Sinatra lose is not something that upsets me.
Fair enough.
Then another surprise result for the final game.
Yeah.
Dallas
I would
beating
not.
Seoul.
I would not have expected Dallas to win.
No.
I was in any day. I would not have expected Dallas
No.
to win against Seoul. But maybe
But-
it's just a new day, new Dallas.
Maybe they got the kick up the arse that they needed from Shock to suddenly go, actually, no. We need to focus, we need to concentrate, work on it, and then somehow, 24, 48 hours later, they've managed to beat Seoul 3-1.
Yep.
Arguably out of nowhere.
Don't know what did it, but something did it, and
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad it did. I don't.
Yeah.
I quite like seeing. I know, the Korean teams are always going to be, or even say that like, the Asian-based teams are always going to be the favourites, usually. And it's nice to see them not win.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes.
Yeah. But that was week 1.
Yeah.
Looking forward to week 2?
I mean,
I
did
certainly am.
London got first game again?
Yeah, that's a wonderful time for EU.
Of course.
Yeah, thanks very much for that, Blizzard. But are there any sort of games that stand out to you?
As in like ones to watch.
Yeah, because for me, it's not as big as last week. Like
No.
there's maybe a couple. So for me, I think Gladiators against Paris is one to check out. I think Vancouver against Charge and the Spark against London, because I'm not sure how London's gonna. Well, I'm
Yeah,
hoping
I
London
agree with the
kick
Spark.
it into
I
gear.
agree with the Spark against London one. Atlanta, Toronto, be an
Yeah.
interesting watch.
I would say Vancouver, San Francisco, Shock, but that's an awful time again for EU, so I can't recommend it.
But I think I'd probably also watch the Fusion Dallas. Well,
Yeah,
that's one that I'd definitely try and not miss.
yeah.
Yeah, there I don't know. There aren't any standout ones that seem like it's gonna be like a super like like a beast of a game with like two giants fighting each other.
Yeah. There's always going to be some fairly
Yeah.
quiet weeks.
Let's say I think our predictions will be a bit more exciting. The further into the weeks we get, the more we get a flavour of what's going on.
Yeah. So, we'll quickly go through them. For your predictions, Washington, London.
I'm saying London.
Yeah. Copying you on that one, and hopefully London can kick into gear.
Yeah.
Philly, Florida. I think I already know the answer to that one.
Yeah, after seeing Florida last week, I can't go against Philly.
No. The Charge against Dallas.
I want to back the Charge. The Charge.
You're saying Charge, but you know what? Just to be awkward, let's go Dallas.
All right.
Seoul against the Hunters. That's another iffy one for me.
Yeah. I'd probably go Hunters.
I've already written in Hunters. So we're fairly similar so far. Atlanta, Toronto. I think I already know the answer here as well.
See, you probably think Atlanta, but
I was thinking that.
Yeah, I want to back Toronto. Yeah.
Oh.
They played well against. I mean, it wasn't the most difficult of games against Houston, but they did perform well.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So New York against the LA Valiant.
Difficult to go against NYXL.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same. It might be close, but I still see NYXL winning it.
Mm-hmm.
Then Shanghai against Boston.
I think I've got to go Boston.
Yeah, I don't see Shanghai winning. And Spark against Houston.
See, this is a difficult one. My head says Spark, but my heart says Houston. I'm going with my head and saying Spark.
Going with Spark. Do you know what? I believe in Jake. Going with Houston.
Jake's Farah was really good, and I was glad to see something that wasn't coached.
Oh yeah, he's just an explosives expert basically.
Yeah. Yep.
Gladiators against Paris. It's an interesting one.
It's interesting. I think I'm going to say Paris on that one.
I want to go Team EU. But you know what? I'm going to go Gladiators.
Makes perfect sense.
I'm gonna think that Gladiators have got their shit together compared to London. Well, more so.
Yeah.
And that Paris might find it a little bit more difficult. It's the hope.
All right.
Fusions against Dallas.
Again, Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Philly. Even though Dallas,
right
even though Dallas did do well.
Yeah.
Against Seoul, no, I still think Philly.
Yeah. Vancouver against Charge.
Oh, that's a difficult one. Probably Vancouver.
I'm exactly the same. After seeing them against, I mean, Shanghai are the greatest team, but after seeing Vancouver against them, I'm not going against them right now.
Yeah.
So, after that, the Hunters against Florida. It's a rough one. Florida.
It's a difficult one for Florida, but I think this will be their first win.
For Florida?
Yep.
Oh, this is Hunters all day, every day for me here.
I think that'll be them.
Then Spark against London.
Oh, why are they doing this to me?
I know who I'm going for. But are you going with your heart or your head?
I'm going to say London.
You're going to say London?
Yeah.
Oh, I've given up on them by now.
No.
I feel like at this point I've given up on London for this stage. New York against Houston.
Man, Why? I want to say Houston, but I'm gonna say NYXL.
Yeah, it's NYXL just better.
Yeah.
It's sad to say. Toronto against the Valiant. Now you said Toronto is going to beat Atlanta, so I'm interested to see where you're going with this one.
See, but the reason I think about the Atlanta versus Toronto, I think that it'll be a fluky win. Like it'll be really close, and then they'll just stomp on the tiebreaker map. But on this one, I feel Valiant will take it.
Okay, I might go with Toronto, just to be a little bit different, because we're not even fairly samey anymore. But yeah, going with Toronto, and then at the end, Vancouver against San Francisco. Go with Vancouver.
I'm putting shot. Gotta be shot.
You're going. Excuse me.
I'm going shot.
Good grief! Was not expecting that. So, that's all our predictions so far for next week.
Yep.
Again, we were fairly samey at first, but
we've got some same ones going on, but there are a lot of differences. So there will be a winner. I'm hoping I don't go 2 weeks in a row with losing. So I thought, what you got 8? No, you got 10 right. You got half the games right. No.
I got 9. I got 9.
You're 9. Okay. 9.
So did fairly well. Well.
Yeah. You know what you did?
Yeah.
Right. Is that are we wrapping it up for today then?
Yeah.
Is
I
that
think that'll do us for this week, I think.
Yeah, I think that was it was a decent rundown of what happened. It wasn't too statty. I think it's too early to get into stats.
Yeah, we've still managed to go for near 40 minutes though.
That's not too bad. Right. Well, on that note, I'm going to say thank you guys for watching. It's been a pleasure. Hopefully, we'll get another video out shortly after next week's to keep you all updated, all our lovely, adoring fans.
Yeah, there's so many of you.
Yep, large number. Right.
Yeah. Although if you do like it, please do like and subscribe.
Yeah, I was about to say, be sure to like and subscribe the video. It's been awesome having you all again. I've been Owen.
I've been Sam.
And thank you for watching. Peace.
See ya.